Hey beautifuls, Tara here with the Style Signature, and I wanted to come to you with what I promised you last week. Last week I got on a date earlier and I was talking about building your self-confidence through self-care. And so I promised you'd come back with 5 steps to greater self-confidence, and so here I am upholding what I promised all of you. So anyway, of course, like I talked about last week, one of the very first steps you can take into creating greater self-confidence is, of course, your own personal self-care. So for the ladies, that might mean manis and pedis, getting your hair done, exercising regularly, maybe some private time, meditation, prayer, yoga, you name it, but definitely integrating self-care on a regular basis. For you gentlemen who might be listening, perhaps again it's working out, eating right, playing, maybe you play sports or you coach your kids. It also could be meditating in private time. It also could be getting together with the guys for a beer and you know, having a night out to yourself. I guess that could go both ways, but some kind of self-care needs to be integrated regularly. Whether you are a parent or double income, no kids, or single, to me, self-care is one of the most imperative things to increasing your self-confidence. And when your self-confidence is increased, your performance is increased. When your performance is increased, you are able to achieve your goals more effectively. You have more productivity, which means you may be making more money, whether you're an entrepreneur or maybe it's going for that next level promotion. But giving yourself the self-care is so imperative, and it will translate and flow over to those of you who have families, where I know a lot of us as moms, we're like, no, I don't have time for that. You have to make time, because by taking care of yourself, it will allow you to care for the other people in your life that you want to be there for. Okay, secondly, it's okay to make mistakes, and you have to remember that. You have to remember it's okay to make mistakes, but the key to greater self-confidence when you make mistakes is actually owning up to it. So whether that means that you need to apologize for something, or go to your boss and say, oh, I messed up on some numbers, or going to a client and say, you know what, I just didn't simply assess this situation correctly and I'm not serving you to the best of my ability. Whatever it is, or maybe it's something with your children where you realize, okay, I didn't make a great choice and I wasn't a great example for them. It's okay to make mistakes, and you need to forgive yourself. But I find from my life experience that when you can own up to it, your confidence will increase, because you realize that when you own up to it, the results of it are never as negative and as bad as you think they're going to be. We a lot of times make the situation a lot more difficult. We think, oh my gosh, it's going to be terrible. I made this big mistake. And then when we realize, when we own up to it, it's not as bad as we thought. It ends up being okay. And it's because you're progressing forward, you're moving forward, and you're rectifying whatever mistake that you possibly made. And that will relieve a lot of stress. And when you relieve that stress, you increase your confidence. All right, next, moving on. Take something off your list. So what I mean by that, whether it's your bucket list or it's your to-do list, get something off of your list. Do it. So if it's your bucket list, go and do it. Go bungee jumping, go cliff diving, go whatever it is that is on your bucket list, and there might be a whole bunch, go do one of them, okay? Because that will increase your self-confidence, that you knock something off your list. And if it's a to-do list, knock something off the to-do list. Get it out of there, get it done, because that feeling of accomplishment is going to empower you like nobody's business. There is nothing more empowering than when you complete something that you've had your heart set on. For me, I wanted to get a couple new tattoos. So what did I do a couple weeks ago? I got a couple new tattoos. Here's one of them, and it has meaning for me. The other one I can't show you, but it's a high heel, which also has meaning for me. That was on my bucket list. I was like, I want to do this. And I did it, and it felt great, and it was such a rush, and I had fun. I had fun with who I went with, and I have a story to tell, and I don't know, it gave me a rush. So whether it's your to-do list or your bucket list, knock something off of your list. Do it. Don't hesitate. You only have one life to live, and people, the hours and days are going to keep going by. Get it off your list. All right. The next one, and this is really one of my all-time favorites, and I don't know if men suffer with this as much as women do as far as compliment confidence. And so what I mean by that is, for women, and I don't know if this is true for men, but for women, oftentimes when we receive a compliment, we will deflect. So someone might say, "Oh, you know, Jane, you look really pretty today," and she'll scoff and go, "Oh, yeah, no, not really," and she won't accept that compliment. So what I want you to do, each and every one of you, man or woman, but I know this is really predominant for women, is the next time someone gives you a compliment, I want you to accept it with grace and dignity and like you deserve it. Don't give back the gift that someone just gave you, that compliment. Don't deflect. Don't give it back. Accept it, harness it, hold on to it, let it bubble up inside, and it will increase that confidence factor. I guarantee you. Part 2 to compliment confidence is I want you to make a point to compliment somebody else. Another woman specifically, I think is always amazing when another woman can get out of her comfort zone and have enough courage to acknowledge that another woman is beautiful or dressed nicely or performing well or doing something that she's in awe in, and you have the guts and courage to go and compliment her on it. Because so often, especially with women, I think men are really good at this, giving you the attaboy. Women don't often enough go up and compliment each other. We're really quick to tear each other down. I'm sure all of you women that are listening have been part of the mean or a victim of the Mean Girls group at one time or another. I know I have. Many, many times have I been a victim of the Mean Girls, even into my adult life, even as recent as like 6 months ago, I was a victim of the Mean Girls. So I get it, and it's painful and it's ugly. So be part of the tribe, be part of the women's empowerment where you compliment and lift up another woman. And so if you can do those two things on a daily basis or at least a weekly basis, where you accept a compliment with a gracious heart and accept that gift and harness it and hold on to it, and then give that gift to somebody else, I guarantee you your confidence is going to continue to soar and grow, and you're going to feel really empowered by it. And when a woman is empowered, honey, we can do anything we set our mind to. All right, next, I want you to think about, and I learned this today from a group of brilliant, amazing women that I was in a workshop with. I want you to think of your I am statement. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am good at X, Y, and Z job. I am an amazing mother. I am an amazing parent. I am an amazing spouse. But what is your I am? Okay, I want you to think about that, and I want you to say that on a regular basis. I am, and it's some type of, for lack of a better word, positive affirmation. I am strong, I am courageous, I am sexy, I am brave, I am crazy smart. Whatever it is, whatever fills your heart, whatever fills your soul, whatever gives you strength or that you're proud of or that you aspire to be every day, I am, and you fill in the blank, okay? Because what you say will manifest, will come true. Every day, I am confident. At least say that. I am confident, because that will manifest and it will happen and it will come true, because what you put out there is what you get in return. So your I am statement. So thank you, ladies, for today's workshop, because I got that from you all. And lastly, and this is for both men and women, I encourage you every single day, get dressed up and put your face on, put your best foot forward. So and I don't mean get dressed up as in go wear a formal gown or a cocktail dress. What I mean is put your best foot, face, and body forward on a daily basis. Ladies, I know it's a drag sometimes. We have a long routine of getting dressed, putting on our makeup, doing our hair. That's why I'm wearing a hat, because I didn't have time to wash my hair today, right? I was like, I didn't have time to wash my hair. I'm going with the cute hat that Nana Brown gave me. But every day, make a point to put your best face forward, whether it's doing your hair and your makeup and wearing something that makes you feel and look beautiful. Wear it, put it on, get dressed and ready to face the world every single day. Gentlemen, same for you. You may not be wearing makeup, right? But you've got to shave. You've got to, you have to do your grooming. You have to dress nice for whatever your profession is. And I don't care if you are a plumber or a CEO. You still need to look pressed and put together. Your clothes still need to fit you well. They need to be unwrinkled and unstained. So it doesn't matter what profession you're in, what level of education you have, being pulled together and polished can come at any profession. CEO to plumber to garbage truck driver, it doesn't matter to me. You can still look good, be confident, be polished, and be professional no matter what your profession is. So every day, ladies and gentlemen, show up in a way that you can be proud of on a regular basis, and that will increase your confidence on a daily basis. So just a quick recap. Remember your self-care. It's okay to make mistakes, but when you own up to them, that increases your confidence and gets rid of that apprehension of like, oh no, I made a mistake. Get something off your list, your bucket list or your to-do list. Either one, I don't care, but get it off your list because that will increase your confidence. I want you to remember to have compliment confidence, meaning accept a compliment and receive it with a gracious heart and harness it, but also be that woman that does that for someone else. So give yourself that compliment confidence. I want you to remember your I am statement, and that's going to be unique to each and every one of you. Every day, I am, and you fill in the blank so that it manifests and come true. And lastly, always remember to show up the best version of yourself to face your day. So thanks for joining me today. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. It's my anniversary, married 12 years. So Tara here at The Style Signature. Please go to my website and follow me on all my social media. And if you have any comments, please put them on this Facebook post. I absolutely welcome them. And remember just to cultivate that confidence on a daily basis. All right, have a fabulous day.